She asked, Judaism being matrilineal, they will be of the Jewish race, you mean? No, I answered. I mean, yes, but no. I mean, I would choose it for them. They will be Jewish because, well, this isn't a Jewish house, he had said. I know. What I knew was that there was this unnamed feeling. It reminded me of something. It wasn't homelessness. I knew it wasn't nothingness because it was something. It was a lack or loss of something. So what was this feeling? I knew at once that it wasn't geographical, and yet it might as well have been because it was as tangible as soil. I felt homesick. They will be Jewish because. And there it was, a pilot light, not quite a spark between people, but that click of the stove just before the flame catches under the pot of Grandma's matzo ball soup. But fire cannot burn in a vacuum. Fire cannot ignite if there is no space. So space started expanding, and suddenly the idea of home started to move in different directions all at once, like lots of definitions for the same word. I would choose it for my completely hypothetical future children. The British journalist William Norman Ewer penned, "How odd of God to choose the Jews," to which someone famously replied, "Not so odd, the Jews chose God." Back at the Hanukkah party of all Hanukkah parties, my BFF, who doesn't believe in God and was hung up on her godlessness, rather conveniently asked, "Does anyone know a rabbi who can tell me if I'm really Jewish?" I said, "I know a rabbi." I wrote Rabbi Micah Greenstein a letter. I asked about my girlfriend's membership status in the tribe. I asked, and me, do I still get to be Jewish? Rabbi answered. And within his answer was something akin to a saying of my mother's. It takes a lot of patches to make a patchwork quilt. I am a Jew. It took me 10 years to come back around to that self-definition. I was a Jew by birth, and now I'm a Jew by choice. Now, has anyone in the past 10 minutes contemplated the word home in verb form? An animal homes. It means that an animal, quote, returns by instinct to its territory after leaving it. I am a Jew, and no one, not even I, can take that away from me. Just talk about home, Rabbi says. Well, yes, Memphis is home and Temple Israel is home. And when I come home to this place where these people are here with me, things are easy, things are defined. And yet, my life is not in Memphis, and I cannot spend my Shabbatot at Temple Israel. And so this writing exercise is about to become very selfish, for it is about to become very much about this question. How on earth am I supposed to conjure these feelings of an environment offering security and happiness, or a valued place regarded as a refuge or place of origin, somewhere else? There are these completely hypothetical future children who will need a home, and I need to know what that home is before they arrive. Just ask a lot of questions? Okay. How will I create the security blanket with which to wrap up my own little humans before those blankets become the patchwork quilts of their lives? How do I do it by myself without my Memphis family? Isn't the very idea of home crowded with familiar faces? I call my mother. I have no idea how to be Jewish alone. Well, maybe my friend who drops in my lap, extrapolating direct lines to God, the Shimon cream cheese, is onto something. It takes a minion. It takes a village. Maybe I'm not supposed to be able to do this by myself. Maybe I don't have to. Because what about all these party guest friends of mine? Who knew there were so many Jews? Is it that we navigate the world in the same way, in a Jewish way, speaking that good old Jewish language so we're magnetically drawn to one another? Can we beget the Jewish community my friends only think they eschew? Could we be at least a version of a congregation? Is maybe everyone searching for home? Has it been this way for all Jews ever since the temple was destroyed? Are these feelings of home what all Jews are hoping to have found by next year in Jerusalem? Jews do love questions. Maybe I should just ask some. So I ask my friends, who knew they were Jewish friends, these questions. And now, alas, yes, we are a small but promising group of us shul shopping in Los Angeles. For now, we are searching for the physical manifestation of our spiritual home, that environment offering security and happiness, or a valued place regarded as a refuge or a place of origin. And we try to not recreate, but create the rituals and traditions of our youths in order to build the feeling of home. Because home is a geography, and it's not geography. Home is a skyline with a pyramid, and a skyline obscured by smog. It is the lighting of Shabbos candles on Grandma and Boom's dining room table. It is my partner in crime. It is a bright, orangey-red synagogue. It is the smell of barbecue, the sound of my granny humming, my mother's hug in the hug of humid heat. It is a place or state of being where I am empowered to ask question after question after question, including, am I a Jew? Is schmear butter or cream cheese or blueberry spread or all of it? And how do I create this home of which dictionary.com speaks for my future completely hypothetical children? This may not be a faith of answers, but it seems to me that the faith itself is the answer. Home is Judaism itself. Home is Judaism, and Judaism is the place where something is discovered, a source. Home is where the heart is. One night in recent history, on a chillier West Coast evening, while wrapped in an intricately constructed patchwork quilt, the question of a mezuzah arose. And to my partner in crime, I said, I know you are not Jewish, I began. But my partner in crime interrupted. We should get a mezuzah for every room because this is a Jewish home. And you know what I call that? A spark. Shabbat shalom.
Home, the people, whether it's a BFF at a Seder, a partner in crime, a grandfather named Boomp, or as Rabbi Grossman said earlier, Lador Vador, the people across all geography, all space and time. So we're going to sing a song just as everyone can take in your Torah, Ginny.